Hey guys, let's take a look at two exercises that actually have come from different Spanish songs, and you can even hear some of this in two of the Zorro movies that came out with Antonio Banderas in some of the clips and in the score of that film. But these are just two things to help with dexterity, help with your speed. It's a great warm-up too. If you just first tune your guitar and you sit down, you're like, man, what am I going to play? Just something to get my fingers loose. This would be something that you could definitely start with. So anyway, what we want to do is we're basically going from E to A minor, okay? We're going to start in the low strings. Let's do those first, okay? So what I'm thinking is E, G sharp, B, okay? But I'm going to do that with my thumb, and I'm going to pull my first and second string with these two fingers right here. So E open, G sharp 4th fret, and B 5th string 2nd fret. So those are your notes. I'm going to pull the first and second string between each one. Now I have to have my hand really kind of come up and around to the fretboard. Okay, I don't want to lay up against it. If I do, you won't be able to hear my strings ringing. So I want you to take the next minute and practice that. Just that. Just keep practicing that. Okay, so now that you got that, let's add to it. This was the first part. I want you to go A, C, B, A, G, F. Okay, so all of a sudden it's an F natural. It's not in the key of the E. Okay, so all those notes, theory-wise, all of those notes are played out of the A minor or C scale, C major or A minor. C, B, A, G, F, E is the notes that we're now playing. So okay, so we started here. This is in the E, 2 times A, C, B, A, G, F, back to the E, and the A, C, B, A, G, F, back to E, okay? I really went to just the middle finger pulling the first string that would match up with the A minor chord. But if you can sneak that extra finger in there when you get back to E major, that would make it a little fuller right there, okay? Let's talk about the right hand right here. Notice the thumb. The thumb is not in line with the fingers like this. The thumb is pushed out in front, okay? So, looks like me giving you a thumbs up, right? I wouldn't give you a thumbs up like that. That's not a thumbs up. That's a thumb west or east or something, okay? So, this is where you want to be as far as having your hand. Now, the bridge is placed further back on the classical style guitar, so I'm actually putting a lot of my hand up on this section right through here. If it was a steel string style acoustic or an electric guitar that would have the bridge up here, I could actually brace my hand on the bridge. That's very important, okay, because your shoulder gets tired and you can get a little bit of nervousness going on, and you can miss strings because your hand gets tired, okay? So brace your hand. That is the most part. This is a warm-up to get your technique down and your command down, okay? So let me play the whole thing nice and slow. Here we go. Okay, hopefully you had a second to put all that together and practice that and pause the video there. If not, go ahead and do that now. Let's look at the next part. We're just going to take everything down to the higher strings, the treble strings of the guitar, okay? So now I'm holding an E chord, but it's an E 4th string, G sharp, 3rd string, 1st fret. So we're just just going to pretend that we don't have a 6th string and a 5th string, okay? Now I'm going to just use my thumb and my index finger, these two right here, okay? So, watch that thumb, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, okay? 2 rounds of that. 1, 2. Take your left hand, drop down to the A note of the 3rd string, put your index finger on the C note of the 2nd string, and you're going to go A, C, B, A, G, F, 4th string, and then you'd go back to E, G sharp, B. Drop the fingers, A. Now don't forget, index finger's got to pull an open E after every note, okay? A, E, and then you'd go flow it through, so. And back to E. I'm going to take it really slow. Take a second, work that out, and practice it. Okay, after some practice, it should sound like this. All right, we're having fun over E and A minor. Okay, so you can practice that. You can warm up your fingers with some chords a little bit. If you don't know that already, that is moving the E chord a half step up and moving the E chord up another whole step up into the 5th fret of the double hold right here and 4th fret of the 3rd string. Back down, which is like an F style chord with the open suspension of an E and a B, and then you go back to the E, okay? So guys, I hope you learned something today, and I hope that's going to help your speed, your dexterity, and you just have fun playing something a little bit different. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.